Good morning, guys. So, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. And yeah, so it's Wednesday. Let me just start with that. It's Wednesday. So yeah, I'm sleeping in this bed. This is the other bedroom. This is the closet that likes to crash. If you pull one of the drawers too hard, well, any of the drawers too hard on the inside, everything comes crashing down. So I decided that I was going to sleep in this room because the other room has a motion sensor light right outside of it, and there's a lot of like cats that like to roam. So yeah, it was like it just kept like waking me up. Oh, and I have like a little like outdoor space. It's fully enclosed basically, but a little bit of fresh air and a little bit of like a little plant. So better than nothing, right? And yeah, so the motion sensor light kind of kept waking me up like last night, so I decided to move into this room. So I'll be using that closet, like the closet in there, and I'll be sleeping in this room so that I can have like nice pitch black darkness for my sleep because I am a light sleeper. So that's kind of necessary. So yeah, I'm just gonna be like sleeping in here. Anywho, yesterday I did go ahead and go to the market. So I went and got my fruits and my veg and my meats. And while I was there, I ran into a lot of Americans who were all like, "Oh, like the quality is just so much different, and it's like so much better here for all of these things, and things just taste better." And I'm like, facts. But yeah, so I guess my neighbor's moving some stuff upstairs, but it definitely does. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday, after I filmed my little vlog. That hill was brutal in the middle of the day when I went to go get my groceries, so that was not that fun. But it is what it is. I gotta eat. The other thing that I noticed is when I went to like the little shops, I was like, oh, I want to be like a little bit more protein focused. So, I got my eggs and everything from the market. But then I also went and I was trying to be like, oh, let me get some tuna. But I didn't realize that it was like tuna with 30% of soy in water. Because I was like, oh, a can of tuna is like 30 grams of protein, right? Or like something like that, right? So, yeah, I didn't realize that was gonna be happening there. So it's gonna be less protein than I thought it was going to be. Because I am trying to be a little bit more protein focused recently. Because like I said, I want to get a little bit of booty gains. And in order to get gains, I gotta have a little bit of a surplus. But I also need to have protein. So that was unfortunate. Anyways, I will be going to the actual supermarket this weekend, so maybe I'll cause I only have that one can, so maybe I'll be able to find like a better quality one that has more protein. And then I'm gonna fill up my freezer with meats, cause I'll just walk there and then take a taxi back, so I can like really load up on a lot of meat, because meats at the market are, much more expensive than if I were to get them at like the supermarket. So, for some cuts at least. So those cuts that I prefer, I will go ahead and stock up and put them in my freezer. Because like I said, I am trying to get more protein in, because I have realized that I'm not getting as much protein as I would like to get in. I did go ahead and like log one of my calories, like one of my days worth of calories, which I typically don't do, but I just felt like I needed to like know like where I am currently at. So when I did log my calories, I did it, I think it was one of the days last week. Probably like a Thursday or a Friday. I think it was a Thursday. And I was sitting at like a little over 1,800 calories, but my protein was atrocious. My protein was like, I have like in my, like, what I would like my macros to be, and I was nowhere near that. I had far more carbs than I would have liked that day, and I had way less protein. But that's okay. I can make changes. And now that I'm aware, I'm like, oh, okay, like the tuna that I thought I would, that I was kept buying was not as protein rich as I thought. My bad. And I'll just have to either get a better quality tuna that has what I thought I was eating in it, or I need to change up recipes to include more protein somehow. But yeah, that's enough blabbering about protein goals and things. Yeah, and I'll cut to whatever I'm going to be doing next. Hey guys, so I just got back from Charcuterie. Today is Saturday. So I went ahead and spent $180-ish USD. So I'm just going to show you what I got. Let me turn you around. So this is going to be my protein section, so I'm not sure which yogurt I'm going to prefer. So I got a couple of options. I did get more tuna, and this time I read the can, and this one does say that it is soy-free. So no 30% or 20% of soy. I got a couple of these fish combination bags, shrimp, salmon, so like $9 for this much salmon, and shrimp was about $6. I got some stuff to make some sandwiches, so there's prices there on those. The jamon serrano was $5, I think, somewhere like 98 pesos. Got some chorizo, lots of chicken, so chicken thighs, chicken legs. I am a dark meat kind of gal. And then I went ahead and got a 30 count of eggs. Okay, up next I have my fruits and vegetables. So I got strawberries and frozen strawberries. There's this drink called Agua Frescas de Crema or something like that. And I want to try to make it myself. So I got a couple other ingredients that are still in the bag, but went ahead and got fresh and frozen strawberries because it does say like better when iced, but I don't really have ice or like an ice maker, so I think, adding a couple frozen will make it nice and chilled and delicious. I got some frozen spinach. I like to just throw a handful into like an omelet or pasta. Mushrooms, onions. I have to get a red onion this time. I normally don't get red onions, but there's like this feta salad I found online that's like feta, cucumber, onion, and olive oil. Oh, and tomatoes. And I already have the rest of those ingredients in my fridge from when I went to the store on Tuesday. I went through my bell peppers already, so I went and got some from the store today. So that should last me maybe a week and a half if I'm lucky. I got green beans, celery because I want to make tuna salad, and I like to have a crunch in my tuna salad. And then obviously zucchini. I use that in like everything. So yeah, those are going to be my fruits and vegetables. I did get these like little mandarins. I had to make sure I got a good bag because a lot of the bags were either smushed or like rotten and moldy. So, and I got some apples, some little apples. I still have a little bit of fruit and veg in the fridge, but I definitely needed to stock up. Okay, and then this is, I guess what I'm going to call like pasta and cheese and, I don't know, starches. So I really like pancakes. So this one just takes a little bit of milk and an egg. So So I'm going to try that. I wasn't sure which pasta I'm going to prefer, so I just got 2 different ones, and I'll see which one I prefer. Cheese for my sandwiches, cheese for whatever else. This is the feta cheese that I'm going to use to see in my salad. This is for that strawberry and cream agua fresca, and then just sour cream, or what I use for sour cream anyways. Looks like somebody just decided to start laundry, but whatever. And I also have the upstairs neighbor listening to music, so hopefully you can still hear me. Okay, I wanted to get some okay-ish or good quality olive oil for that salad with the feta and tomatoes and cucumbers. I'm gonna try this Caesar salad dressing. I've never tried this brand. I'm a little wary. I love ranch and I love Caesar's dressing on my salads. So I figure if I'm gonna try to get more vegetables, I can do that. They always serve these with like a lot of the sandwiches here, like a lot of the tortas. So I went ahead and got a can of this. And then I got stewed and diced tomatoes and tomato sauce for making pasta or shashuka. I love these like drink packets, but man, have they gone up in price. So I just grabbed a handful of those. Ziploc bags, my Splenda knockoff, and then personal care items. So that is everything that I got for $180-ish at Charcuterie in Reforma in Oaxaca. So yeah, I just got back. Like I said, Saturday, so I need to get all this stuff put away, and then I need to make some lunch because it's like almost 2 p.m. Sorry, I hear like the little click-clack of the nails of the dogs upstairs. Yeah, I need to make some lunch, and I don't know what I'm making yet, but obviously I just bought these groceries, so I'm gonna make something. I was gonna record in the Charcuterie, but like I was just overwhelmed because I just knew I had so much stuff to buy, and I didn't want to spend my entire Saturday in there because sometimes I'm pretty slow at grocery shopping because I'm indecisive. So now that I'm back, I'm like, okay. So Charcuterie, like at least the one in Reforma, it's big, so it's, but not like as big as like a Walmart superstore in the States. But they do have like little sections like clothing, pharmacy, obviously food and everything, bakery, but it's like slightly smaller scale than like a Walmart. But yeah, I'm back. So now I need to get some lunch in me. I'm hungry. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make that strawberry drink. I'll try to link the recipe, but it's just condensed milk, strawberries, water, which I need to go grab, and then a little bit of milk. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make that. It is still Saturday, but it's Saturday night, and I'm in the house, so gonna give myself a little treat. Okay, so I made like 2 small ones. I skipped the straining step because I feel like that's just getting rid of fiber. Again, like I don't really have any way to make ice, so I do have some frozen strawberries that I'm gonna put in here to like do this. I made one for now, and then I made one for tomorrow to see if like it's sitting overnight will make it better. And I only used less than like a tablespoon of sweetened condensed milk in each one, and I'm going to add Splenda to get it to my preferred sweetness level. Okay, so it's been chilling for about half an hour, so I just took out one, and I took out some of the frozen strawberries to add to it, and then I'll add Splenda if I need it a little sweeter. But yeah. Okay, so there's the end product. I put in 5 strawberries, whole frozen ones, to act as my ice cubes. So yeah, let me give it a taste test. Okay, cheers. Okay, I need a little bit of Splenda, but it's pretty spot on. I can definitely see why people would strain it, but the texture doesn't really mean anything to me. Anyways, I'm going to have this as my nice little sweet treat for the evening, and then it's bedtime because it's pretty late now. So I'll have the other one tomorrow morning, probably with my breakfast, because I'm not like a huge sweets person, but I'm planning on making pancakes in the morning, and I feel like pancakes with this would really pair well together. So I think I'll save the other one for tomorrow morning. Anyways, good night. Good morning, guys. It is Monday morning. I'm tired. Where did I leave off? Good question. Okay, I think, I was like having that strawberry drink. So yeah, today's Monday. So Sunday I did have the other small portion that I made, and it was better chilled overnight. It ended up being sweeter because I used like half a Splenda packet in each one, and the one from Saturday night was less sweet than the one that I had Sunday morning. Like it just tasted, even though like same batch and everything. So I do think letting it sit overnight was a good decision. I think maybe because like the sweetened condensed milk and the one that I had made on Saturday night, like, and maybe just didn't get fully incorporated. Like I did let it sit in the fridge, but not for that extended amount of time. So when I hit the bottom, like there was still like sweetened condensed milk sitting at the bottom. Like it wasn't like fully mixed, I guess, even though like I had stirred it a lot. So I guess by Sunday it also had gotten like a smidge thicker. Not sure if it's because I stored it on like the topmost shelf in the fridge, like right where like the freezer door is, kind of like it wasn't frozen, but either way it was much better having sat. And I will definitely make that again. I'm just not a huge sweets person, so it's kind of like when I'm in the mood for it. And on Saturday night I was definitely in the mood for a little bit of something sweet because I had started my cycle. So expect was that at like 1 a.m. on Saturday morning, my friends would stop by because I was like, I'm staying in because they were gonna go to like a concert or something, and I was like, I'm just not feeling it tonight. Like, I'll catch y'all like later, like, and they're like, oh, okay. So they went, and then at like 1 a.m. like I got that like little bit of a like the like ringer, and I was like, what in the world? Like, so like I went and they were there because I had told them like, I'm not like really feeling it. I want to get up like at a decent hour on Sunday, and like I want to make pancakes for breakfast because like again, I'm on my cycle. Like I want something a little sweet, which again is unusual for me. I normally go for salty, but I figured salty with the water retention that was already holding from the flight was probably not a good idea. So then I was like, okay, well, like, let me go ahead and get something a little sweet. Just because. And yeah, 1 a.m. So they just like stayed in like the guest room and everything, and that was fine. I was like, okay, whatever, just like come on in. I don't really care, to be honest. And they were like, okay, great. So they stayed overnight, and then I got up in the morning and I was like really hungry. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm really hungry, so I'm just gonna start making coffee and like start making my breakfast. So I started like, making things, and I was like, you know what, like I didn't get up as early as I wanted to because I didn't want to make too much like sound. So basically I was like, okay, like what do I do now? So I waited until like 10 a.m. And I was like, okay. So I whipped up eggs, like scrambled eggs with like turkey meat or whatever, like turkey like lunch meat that I had bought in like the grocery haul that you probably just saw, hopefully. And then I made the pancakes, and it was like a pack that I had gotten at the store that I wanted to try, and it was like $4 or something, but it was gluten-free. So I was like, really trying to I was like, this is like a test for me because like I have never used this mix before, so hopefully it turns out good. And I kept like, it said like, oh, like add like this much milk, so I added that much milk, and it was still like way too thick, so I kept having to like thin it out, and then I would come back, like let it sit and wait to see if it would like be the consistency of pancake mix that I'm used to. They turned out good, so that was fine. I started with like some fresh fruit and things. But yeah, now I'm like, okay, great. And they're like, okay, like let's go do some things. I'm like, no. I'm like, I just want to like lay in bed and like chill today. So, you know, they like went ahead and like left yesterday, and I was like, okay, like I will see you guys later. I just, like, you know, I'm just not feeling it this week, like this weekend. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and like honestly, like I just like laid in bed and I was like cramping so bad, and I was like, oh, you know, took some Tylenol or like whatever the Mexican version of that is, Paris, whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take some of these and I'm just gonna like lay my butt down. So I had a very like lazy weekend after, you know, going to Treatery. And yeah, don't regret it. I'm still cramping right now. I do not want to step on the scale because I was already holding a lot of water from the flight, and now I'm holding even more water. Like, there was one day where I was like, oh, like, I think I'm gonna be like on the upswing and everything, and like everything's gonna be great. And then it was like the next day, like cramp, and I was like, man, I just cannot win. So yeah, it's, you know, natural biology happening, you know, that it's gonna happen every single month. Like, why is this, I don't know why I think it's such a surprise. Like, this should not be a surprise in the slightest, but it always surprises me because I always see the scale go up, and then I'm like, why the heck is my scale going up? And oh, why do I have this weird ass craving? I don't know, I just felt like I was doing so good. And I was nearing 100 pounds down, because if I get down to 144, that would be 100 pounds lost. And I don't know why, like, I really want that achievement. It's like achievement unlocked. And I'm like, I just want it. I don't, like, it's so arbitrary. Like, I'm already, like, technically in, like, a healthy weight, but I just want to, like, unlock that achievement. I don't know, have you guys ever gotten like that? Like, where, like, you just, like, it means absolutely nothing, but you still want it? Like, that's where I'm at right now. So, I still want it. I'm still going to try to aim for it, I guess. Because it's different for me, I guess. So, I was thinking, like, maybe, like, having, like, my friends, like, teach me, like, some of, like, their family recipes, but also that seems like a lot of work. So I don't know, I don't want to do anything that like isn't, that I'm not going to be able to use in the future, like, or that I don't think you guys would be interested in. And when I say use in the future, I mean like knowledge for me to use in the future, because like a lot of the things I'm like, oh, like if they teach me how to do this, I'll probably do it this one time and never again. So like if I can think of things that add value to my life, that's what I gotta think about. But yeah, anyways, enough chit-chattering today. I am needing to probably get to work. I already had my breakfast and everything, and my first cup of coffee. I need to go get my second cup of coffee now and get to work. Yep. Okay, see you guys in a bit.